Most e-learning takes days, sometimes weeks to create. What if it took 10 minutes? In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a simple prompt, or even just upload a PDF, and instantly turn it into fully interactive multimodal e-learning using our product, the Learning Generator. No instructional design experience needed, no complex authoring tools, just your content transformed into something learners actually engage with. Podcasts, games, video, quizzes, SCORM, generated in minutes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to go from idea to finished learning. And I'll show you how you can try it yourself for free. Let's jump in. Okay, so this is the system. It's called OpenELM's Learning Generator. It's a browser-based system that, as I said, allows you to turn a simple prompt or a PDF into multimodal e-learning. So in this demonstration, I'm going to take you through an example and show you from start to finish how it works. So let's just put in a kind of random topic like the fall of the Roman Republic. Now, if we wanted to add any learning objectives, for instance, we might want to specify who this e-learning is for, the audience that we're aiming it at. So again, for the sake of this example, let's do it for this course is for GCSE history students. Brilliant. As you can see, we can now upload a PDF if we want to. So I've already downloaded one for the sake of this demo. I'm going to upload it into here, and there we go. We've got a PDF into that system too. Here we can adjust the style and tone. So we've got informative, explanatory, professional, technical, storytelling, narrative, friendly, approachable, humorous, witty, objective or unbiased. I'm just going to keep it at its default setting, but you can change that. We've got the course length. So if we want to create a short, bite-sized course, we can do so. If we want to create something more in-depth, or we can just let AI decide. We can adjust the wordiness here. So we can choose how many words will be on each slide of that e-learning. We can have it all the way from very concise all the way up to very detailed. Again, I'm just going to stick this on normal for the sake of this example. And here we can adjust the document interpretation. So a lot of people get worried around these kind of tools hallucinating and making things up. We've covered it. We've made sure that if it's something that really, really matters, it could be really technical, it could be based on compliance or regulation, you can turn this all the way down. This will mean that the AI will not make anything up from the from the PDF, that you've uploaded into the system. So yeah, we can put it all the way down to no added info, all the way up to significant added info from AGI. Again, for the sake of this example, just going to keep it on its default setting. We've also got this new functionality called the AI layout. This again just kind of gets you closer to the end result a little bit quicker. We've got various e-learning features. For instance, we can have a quiz. It doesn't massively matter at this stage. You can go back in at the end and edit this. We can adjust the narrator voice. We've got lots of different options for that. We can have a video narrator. So the default setting is a green screen person that comes on the screen, gives you a bit of an intro into the e-learning. But we've also incorporated recently a new functionality using DID software. What that allows you to do is create animated narrators, which will pop up in a bubble in the corner of the screen, talk your learners through the e-learning. You can get them to say whatever you want, all using the power of AI. For the sake of this, I'm just going to keep it on default though. We can also add in knowledge checks. So throughout the e-learning, as well as one big quiz at the end, we'll have regular checks to make sure our learners are definitely staying engaged with the learning. Infographics. This basically, when there's something that could be better described as a graph or in some kind of imagery, it'll do so, like a map, a chart, a graph, like I said. So yeah, we'll keep this on. And learning formats. As well as being able to generate SCORM, which we can plug directly into an LMS, we can also export the e-learning as a PowerPoint, as a video, as gamification, as podcasts, as a summary, or as a mind map. Then it's really just as simple as clicking Generate Learning, and there we go. It's going to be processing. It'll probably take around 10 minutes, and when it's done, we'll check back in and see what it's created. So it's been about 10 minutes. We go over here, and we've got our course. As you can see, the fall of the Roman Republic. We've got a little description. So we can do several things to it right here. We can delete it. We're not going to do that. We can translate it. So when we do this, it'll translate the entire words, but also the voiceover into whatever language we choose. As you can see, we've basically got any language here. It's also important to say that if you put a PDF through the system, which is in a language, it'll create an output in that same language. Likewise, if you put in a prompt in that language, it will also do the output in that language. we can edit it, the whole course. We've got full editable control of the entire course, from the text to the backgrounds, animations, quizzes, whatever you want. We're going to go into that in a sec. We can also share it. So we can copy a URL, which we can just share with people as that, and it'll open it in their browser. We can embed the code into an HTML. We can download the SCORM to put into our LMS. This will mean we can get access to all the interesting data regarding score in quizzes, progress, time, all of these things. We've also got a few other options here, which I'm going to quickly take you through now. As I mentioned, we can generate a circular narrator. So this will be a DID avatar, which will talk you through the whole course. They'll be in the corner in a little circle or a square, however you want to best display that. We can generate a video, which I'll show you on the screen now. So as you can see, this video just takes learners through the course from start to finish. So it allows it to pace itself through the course. We can also create a PowerPoint. Again, I will show you this on the screen now. It's basically all the slides. So if we wanted to do face-to-face learning or even online presentations, we can do that like that too. We can generate a question and mark scheme. So this will generate assessment questions and a mark scheme for teachers to mark them accordingly. We can do gamification, which I'm going to show you on screen as well now. So this just brings the learning to life in a way where learners can sort of go through it and answer questions in more interactive ways. They can also access this throughout the learning, which I'll show you. We can generate a course podcast. It's two distinctive interactive voices going through the learning, completely different to what we're seeing on screen. Great for learners who might want to listen during commutes or even while they're just doing the work. We can generate a PDF summary. So this is a 100-word summary with key takeaways, Q&As, important keywords, etc. We can create a course mind maps. This is really good for learners who like to see the links between different concepts. And yeah, works for some people. Here we have interactive knowledge checks throughout the learning, which we'll show you when we go through it. We can also put the learning into Articulate Rise, Captivate, Podia, or Thinkific. I'm now going to show you what the learning looks like out of the box. So no editing has been done to this. This is what you'd get just as it comes. Yeah, we can look at that by just clicking Run here. And here we are. As you can see, we've got a full course, like so. Then we've got the infographics there. We've got some text. We've got beautiful imagery behind it too. And a knowledge check. So, learners can go through this. They might get it wrong. We've got multiple ways to test that knowledge. We've got, fill in the blanks, like so too. And as I said, when you download this as a SCORM, you'll get that data directly into your LMS, so you can see it like so. As I also mentioned, as a learner, you can access the gamification functionality through your screen here. So you just click Arcade Games. We could load up Factman. We hit a question, we answer it, we get it wrong. There we go. Again, you can get that data right into your LMS through that. We've also got other ones like flip cards, as well as Questress, all sorts of games basically. As a learner, you can also access your podcast like so.
Welcome to Open eLearning with Opposition. This seems deeply connected to the Army too.
And there we go. We've got many, many, many fun bits of functionality to go through like so. You can see all your learning there. As you saw, we get knowledge checks throughout the learning. Different ways as well to interact with some of the information on the screen. And yeah, it's really good out of the box as it is. You don't really need to do much to this. And then here we are, we've got our quiz at the end. And yeah, that's it. That's the learning out of the box, how it looks. As you can see, when we get to the end, we've accessed several other functionality. It's important to say you can decide when people have access to this. So, now we've got access to the summary, we've got access to the PowerPoint file, the video, but we didn't get that until we got to the end. So we can decide as an editor when we want to give people access to these various bits, which I'm going to go into now. So yeah, to edit the course, we're just going to want to click on this button and press edit. And here we are. Here is our full editing menu. We want to put this into full screen. It'll make things a bit easier to go through. And yeah, look, we can do basically anything we want to this. We can change the text, we can change the font, we can change the colors, we can go in and change the backgrounds on the individual slides just by clicking like that. We've got uploads that we can use ourselves from our computer, from our devices, but we've also got our own AI background. So let's say I wanted an image of a Roman emperor on his horse riding into battle. Look, there we go. We get this beautiful AI image. We just click change background, and there we go. We've got it there. We can move these around. You know, very intuitive design. You just click, drag, and move. And yeah, we can do whatever we want to this learning. We've got other options as well to make things a bit more interactive and a bit more coming to life. As you can see, the AI has added this sun over here. That's an animation feature. So to do more animations, we just click over onto animation. We might want some clouds in the sky. There we go. That's a nice realistic looking one. We just put it in like so. And there we go. We've got clouds. And, you know, like I said, we just move that out the way. If we want the clouds to be a bit more visible, we just put those up there. And then when we're a learner going into the system, we've got some animations making things come a bit more to life. You know, we can do whatever we want here. We've got, if we want, you know, snowfall. Don't know why snowfall in Rome, but, you know, it's not particularly emblematic of the Roman Empire, but you get the point. You know, we've got multiple ways to make the learning just look a bit more engaging for our learners. Likewise, we can, let's go on to another slide because this one's getting a bit cluttered now. We could add images in here if we wanted to. So from our library, we can also upload new images. I'm going to add something, an ambulance, again, not very Roman, but you get the idea. Making the learning come a bit more to life. Likewise, we can add in MP4 files. Again, this is not a very Roman example, but it allows you to get the idea. So as a learner, we'd come over here. We'd click play while we're looking at the learning. And there we go. We'd load that up. Likewise, we can do that for YouTube, for Vimeo, you know, whatever you want, basically. We can change the narrator. So we can have a narrator who comes on the screen and introduces the learning. I haven't got my sound on, but
press the button to see more.
But there we go. We get the idea. And yeah, the system basically allows you to edit every aspect of this. This is a good example right here, actually. So with the knowledge checks and the quizzes, we'll go to the end. We'll use this quiz as an example. We can change the type of quiz it is. So we could have a multiple choice, but we can also have a true or false, a multiple response, a fill in the blank, a word bank, matching drag and drop, sequence drag and drop. You know, you've got full control. We can change the individual questions themselves, the answers that are correct, the pass mark. We can decide whether we want to show the score at the end, randomize the order, show feedback, show correct answer. You know, you can do every single aspect of this learning completely curated, completely edited. The software just gets you a little bit past that blank canvas, bit close to the end result, like so. Other things we can do is we can go into the settings up here. We can change the branding option, so we can change that title bar color. Right now it's a blue color. We might want a red color. We just click like that, click OK, and there we go. We've got a red color up there. We can do other things as well. We can change the default background. We can replace the logo on menu, so it wouldn't be our company logo. It'd be your own company logo. We can decide whether we want a back button on the screens or not. We can change the navigation delay. Functionality, so like I was saying earlier, we can decide when we want to show various things. So we might want to be able to, you have to get through all the learning to get the summary, or we might not want that. You know, it's completely up to you. We can have it throughout or not have it at all. Everything is available for us to be able to edit, basically. We can decide what games we want on each side. So we might just want Factman, so we just turn all of these other ones off. We might not even want games at all until we get to the end, you know. You've got all of this control. We've also got a fun styling functionality. So, just as a little example, put this in the style of ancient Rome. I've really got no idea what it's gonna throw up here. But yeah, this uses AI to analyze the content we're putting in and create a style out of that content there. We've got one that's been loaded in from previous courses. So yeah, look, here we are, Imperial Romanum. We click apply, give it a sec, and there we go. We've got a complete style to the course now. which does feel, quite inherently Roman, I'd say. We've also got an AI assistant in the corner here. So if you have any questions about how to edit things, you can just ask it there and it'll give you step-by-step instructions on how these things are edited. This is really useful. It means you're not having to go to forums or come back to this video all the time. You can use this to get to the bottom of your questions around what you want to do. It's also important to say that we can decide if we don't want a slide in here. So, it's added civil war and Caesar's dictatorship. Maybe I don't want that in my learning. So I can either move this around, decide when in the learning it comes. I can copy it and create a new one, or I can just delete it completely. I'm not going to do that right now, but you get the idea. Everything about this can be edited. From the actual structure of the course all the way to the individual bits within each lesson. And yeah, there's the logo over there, which, like I said, we can change in the settings. So yeah. If you want to try the learning generator for yourself, you can get started for free using the link in the description. Upload your own content, experiment with prompts, and see what it creates. If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos on creating better learning faster. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.